Welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Thursday, April 14th, 2016. Just going to read our disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Thank you for your patience with that. So as regular viewers well know, we always start our videos off with a look at the Russell Index, and for that we use the IWM, which is the ETF that represents the Russell 2000. We're looking at it on a 5-year monthly time frame, and we're paying particular attention to this blue channel that the Russell traded in through all of 2014, the thinking being that if it was important there, it may be important in this area that we're in right now. Having said that, the candle for the month of March was bullish overall, not a ton of volume, but bullish nonetheless, and we are getting that follow through in April. The other sector that I think is worth paying attention to, and we talked about this in our Tuesday video, are the financials. Trading in this big wedge, we're using the XLF, again 5-year monthly. Trading in this big wedge, JP Morgan announced positive earnings yesterday, sending the sector higher. My thinking is that if the banking sector starts to break out here, it's been lagging so far, it may be the catalyst that takes these markets higher. Hard to believe, but yeah, it may. So I'm keeping an open mind on that. The other chart this morning that I think is really interesting, just going to give you a heads up on it, is EWJ, Japan. So again, this is the country ETF. We're looking at it on a 5-year monthly. It's trading in this bigger wedge. Let me pull it out to a 10-year so you can see it a little bit better. My lines are really rough, but you get the idea. Look at how it's trading here. It's looking pretty perky and positive. And this morning I woke up to look at the futures and the Nikkei is up over 3%. So the follow through on the Nikkei is in place, which may bode well for markets globally overall. I'm a huge component of looking at things in context and I always take a little walk around the world looking at country ETFs and currencies to help me glean better perspective on what's happening overall. And I think this one might be an important one to pay attention to, so I'm just sharing it with you there. And with that, let me get back to our IWM. So we were flagging in earlier videos, I should say, this green circle, which indicated this gap that needed to be filled. Look, it's now filled. There we go. So a breakout yesterday of this little mini wedge would suggest to me that we may be starting a leg that may take us much higher. The other one that is interesting is are the transports, IYT, giving you the same kind of a look. Studying this chart yesterday. So with those looking perky and showing that kind of strength, I would suggest or think that we may get some follow through, even though as I film this it's about 8:15 on Thursday morning. The futures are a little wobbly, kind of trading in the green and the red, mostly a little bit in the red, but I would suspect we'll get follow through, so that's going to be my bias. So with that, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a very long time, and I'm going to put a new chart forward for our video library. What I try to do is build a video library of charts that I've reviewed in the past that might be worth your consideration, always for your further homework, never making a recommendation, but just giving you a heads up on charts that I think might be interesting going forward. So with that, let's get into today's chart, and that is MFRM. It's a Berkshire Hathaway pick. This is a mattress firm company. Let me tell you a little bit more about the company. It's Mattress Firm Holdings Corporation, incorporated in January 2007. It's a specialty retailer of mattresses and related products and accessories. Why I'm choosing it? I am all about value at Chart of the Day Cafe. I really focus on value, fundamentals, and growth. So value and growth are my two main components. I use VectorVest to evaluate my stocks. I love VectorVest. I think it's a great program, so I'm going to share with you that In that system, it's currently trading at $44.27, but it's worth $54.58 in terms of their value metrics. It's got a forecasted earnings growth rate of 20%. That's good. A PE of 19.50. I usually look for dividend payers. This one does not pay a dividend, but the chart looks so sweet to me that I wanted to put it forward to you anyway. So everyone has their own trading rules. Mine are, I want things trading up and over the 8-day EMA. So I like this area of consolidation. Let me pull it out to a longer term time frame so you can really see. On a 5-year monthly, I like this little wedge that's forming here. And so here's my thinking. If the financials start to break out here, then retail has been a sector that is, showed some pretty good relative strength. It's sitting at this area where if the market continues higher, it will look to break out. And so I'm choosing candidates within that umbrella. So that is my thinking. So Mattress Firm fits that overall hypothesis that I have. So here we are sitting at this long-term area of support. You can see it on the 5-year monthly. Let me pull it back to the monthly. So consolidated, it's up and over that 8-day. I like it in this area. If we have a little bit of a pullback here, it might be interesting and worth your time taking a further look at. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I keep everything in Evernote. I love Evernote. So I always journal and keep track of notes on symbols I'm interested in. And this one, let me see, there we go, has a lot of insider buying. So insider buying in February of 2016, this fellow bought $20 million worth. That's always a good sign. Doesn't matter how rich you are, $20 million is still a lot. And Berkshire Hathaway has been buying. I go to FinViz to find this information. FinViz is a terrific site. So you can see in March and April, Berkshire were big buyers of this company. So I keep that in my notes as well. So getting back to the chart, I am putting MFRM forward. Let me pull it into a smaller time frame. MFRM forward as my chart of the day cafe pick for today, Thursday, March 14th, 2016. Thanks and have a great day.